Okay, so now I have her sweatshirt kind of built in. You can see that there's like a section right here that is essentially, it's either sheer or she has like, it's so stacked that there's like a shadow on her skin. So when I go in and I draw that area, I'm just going to make like a really dark shade of this color and kind of just keep building it out. So you can kind of see how I added in the shadows and things. And for areas that like her hair is really heavy, I just kind of added a section of like the darker shadow so that when I go back in, it won't look kind of funky if it's too light under her hair. So that's what I did right here, and that's what I'm doing right here. So I'm going to build in as best I can, this kind of area where she has like all these different chains and everything. And I'm going to draw in where I see it. And then the final thing that I'll do once I have all this kind of figured out is I'll of course turn this off, make sure all my highlights and everything look like where I want them to be. And then lastly is the hair. And the hair is going to be a little bit time consuming if you have lots of different strands. Our friend Miss Eilish here has a bunch of blue strands. So to make it kind of look like it's dimensional, like hair and not flat, we will have to go in and try to kind of build out the shadows of the hair. So, and especially when it gets down in here and kind of fringy, we'll have to figure that out over the sweatshirt layer. And then we'll just have the background to do. And for the background, you don't actually have to do whatever's in the background. Like this is so blurred back here that I won't be able to use it as the background. So you can either put a gradient back there, you can put a pattern back there, whatever you end up putting back there though, that's what's going to be incorporated into your art. So be like mindful of that. Like maybe don't put a crazy gradient bright color, which would take away from all your hard work on your portrait. And if you feel like drawing whatever's in the background, you are totally welcome to. I had a student last year that she took her picture in front of like a cherry blossom tree, and then she drew the cherry blossoms, and it did look really, really beautiful at the end of it. But like if you have something like me where it's kind of out of focus, I might decide to like bring this maybe over here and draw these, or I might just stick with the kind of a subtle plain background. Or, you know, she has her little logo of her little green man that, you know, is the shoulder up. So maybe I'll do a repetitive pattern of that in the background. But whatever you end up doing, be mindful of how you choose it. So see how it looks so far. I think we're pretty happy. You can see again that I like didn't really extend past here. I can if I want to, but it's not going to be shown, so there's really no need to do it. And don't put in a ton of work into, you know, her shoulder if it's not going to be part of the piece. If this was in landscape form when I drew this, then I would of course have that included, but it's getting cut off by the artboard, so I'm not going to worry about this area. So I'm going to start drawing in all these chains and everything right in here. It's going to be heavy, heavy detail. So again, I think what I'll do is I'll speed this all up and then I'll get back to you for the hair. All right? Okay.